And it's Ken Kraetzer for Cam Vets Media. We're at West Point, Army football practice. Wednesdays are a longer day, and Black Knight's getting set to play Coastal Carolina. Coastal is 7-3, 5-2. They defeated Army on opening day of the 2022 season down in Myrtle Beach. A very strong program. First-year coach Tim Beck, highly respected. They're coming off of 5 straight wins. Over Texas State, Old Dominion, Marshall, 34-6, at Arkansas State, and at App State. They had lost a couple of games to Georgia Southern and also to Georgia State in the year, and they also lost to UCLA on their opening day out in California, 27-13. Stayed with them, but. Drill challenge. The big question this week, though, is who's going to play quarterback for Coastal Carolina, whether it's going to be their extraordinary player, NFL prospect, Grayson McCall. McCall has had a 148 quarterback rating, completed 151 out of 224 passes, 1,900 yards on the season, 10 touchdowns. But when you look at his career, he's got 10,005 yards throwing the ball, 88 touchdowns. He hasn't played the last couple of weeks due to an injury. They've had some young quarterbacks, Jared Guest and also Ethan Vasco, who's thrown 3 touchdown passes. So they've got some leadership on offense. But we'll see, as we talked a little bit with Army defensive coordinator Nate Woody today. He said, it's really a challenge and an opportunity to play a great player like Grayson McCall, considered an NFL prospect. But it creates quite a challenge for the defense. Army's been able to produce turnovers in the games at Air Force and also last week against Holy Cross. Talked a little bit today with Ella Medozi, an outside linebacker who was on the punt team, scooped up a blocked punt very early in the game from Jabrell Williams and ran in for a touchdown. And we're just talking with the coaches about how much potential they see in athletic ability in Elo Medozi. So he's going to be having a bigger role as we watch his career blossom. Talked a little bit about Leo Lowen, the great job he's been doing with tackles, 12 tackles last game, and the pressure he's putting on the opposing quarterbacks with sacks and forced fumbles. Just been all over the field. And so what a great job he's been doing. Also Quinn Hammonds, we talked to last week. He has been able to penetrate the backfield, put pressure on opposing quarterbacks, has been generating sacks. And also, he's a guy who's there in the backfield waiting to make an interception. So it's going to be quite a challenge for Army against a very good Coastal Carolina team that want a little payback for the loss down there at Myrtle Beach last season. And Army wants to keep this streak going, 2 straight wins. Certainly a huge win over Air Force, and then last week over Holy Cross, and then get set for the Navy game up in Foxborough. Everybody's looking forward to it. Everybody up in Boston and Providence is looking forward to that game. Some of our friends up in the area. It's really exciting to see how they feel about hosting the game. It's going to be fun. But business this week is Coastal Carolina. It's also going to be Senior Day. So I think it's 38 seniors. Because of COVID and players got an extra year, a few were able to take advantage of that, so there's a few more seniors. Saying to Coach Monken, Jacoby Buchanan, and Tyson Riley, 2 prototypical fullbacks. Lair last games at Mikey Stadium, what impact they've had on Army football over the last 3 or 4 years. Talking a little bit with Chris Bray. Nice talk with a senior from California. About his great days. The 2 wins in the Commander-in-Chief Trophy competition here at Mikey Stadium in 2020, and then the win over Missouri in the bowl game, and then the win over Navy last year. So great to see these players develop and also hear about their futures. Chris Ray is hoping to go to the Corps of Engineers of the U.S. Army. So Senior Day at West Point on Saturday. We'll look forward to seeing you there. And this is Ken Kraetzer for Cam Best Media. We cover cadets, midshipmen, the military, and veterans proudly since 2008. Thanks for watching. See you Saturday at Mikey Stadium.